Hi folks, thanks for clicking on this very short video, which is just a demo of how to access the room that you're going to speak in at the event taking place on behalf of Network B2B. So hopefully you should by now have also received the link to access the virtual platform. And of course, when you click on your link and you have joined the event, you should end up at an area that looks a bit like this. I want you to ultimately, I want you to go to the conference area, which you can click to it on here, or alternatively down the left hand side and these icons down here. And of course, when you click on it, you see all of the sessions taking place that day. Whatever session you are speaking in, then you have what's called Backstage Privileges. So if we pick on any particular session, so whichever session is relevant to you, you're going to click on that. And of course, what it should do, it should open up that room for you. You might ask you to join us, but ultimately your camera should come live as it's just done. And of course, you will notice that if you look in the bottom part of the screen, you are currently backstage. So come event day, ultimately what I want you to do, come the time that you're going to speak, and we can meet on the platform in advance of this if this is what you want to do, but come the time that you're going to speak on event day, you're going to move from being backstage and you're going to go live. So you're going to move up to this button here, you're going to click and go live, and of course your camera should come live again in a moment or two. There we go. But this time, instead of saying backstage, it tells us that we're now live. It also tells us that the session is now being recorded, and it also tells us it's got a counter next to it. That's the number of people who are sitting in your audience watching you on event day. If you want to know who those folks are, if you move over to the right hand side, down to the bottom of the tabs, you can see you've got an audience button here. If you click on it, at the moment it says there is no one available because there's nobody currently on the event. But on event day, this is where they will be displayed. And if there's certain people that you want to reach out to and connect with, then you can click on their details and you can send them a message. So of course, come event day, no doubt you're probably going to want to share your screen. All of these icons are down here. The obvious one, mute and unmute, camera on and off, and share screen is here. So click on share screen, opens up a window here. It asks you what it is that you want to share, either your entire screen or a particular application or a Chrome tab. And of course, it's very, very similar to what Microsoft Teams is. If you've used Teams during the lockdown, if you've done presentations on there, then it's a similar process. If it's a particular application and it's PowerPoint, of course, then when you click on application, highlight PowerPoint, click on share, and it will open. And what it does is it opens a second screen for you. So if I was to open this, my second screen, as you can see, it then opens up two screens, one with me as the presenter, one with my shared slide deck. And of course, I can either leave it like that and go through the presentation so my audience can see both myself and my PowerPoint I'm delivering, or alternatively, if you want the audience just to focus on your slide deck, you can see a little pin icon right in the center of the screen. If you click on that pin, then what it does is it pins your slide screen into the middle. It moves you to the top right corner so your audience can still see you, and of course, more importantly, they can see what it is that you are presenting. And when you're done with that view, you can unpin and bring it back to the two screens, or alternatively, once you've finished all together with PowerPoint, then you can click on stop sharing, and that takes it back to just the one screen, which is yourself. Of course, during the presentation, there's a strong chance you're going to get some interaction. That's going to come over on the right hand side here. There's a couple of tabs. One of them says discuss and one of them says Q&A, questions and answers. So your audience can drop direct questions into that Q&A tab. They will only sit there until you actually highlight them or pick on them. There'll be a little green button that says pick. You can pick that question and it then automatically moves to the discuss tab, which is where your entire audience can see everything. So whatever interaction occurs throughout your presentation, whether it's a question, whether it's feedback or observation, or whether it's just general chat amongst your delegates, you'll see all of that in that discuss tab. And of course, you can pick that up accordingly at the end of your presentation and encourage questions, of course, and encourage your audience to put questions in there. So that's effectively it. You know, you've got the discuss tab, you've got the Q&A tab, you've got the screen share, you know how to access your audience. You can, if you want to, upload any handouts. So if you've got particular PDFs relating to your presentation, if you want to upload them, feel free to do so. Click on the handout tab and click on the manage handout button and you can upload them here. And essentially when you are done on event day and you finish presenting, It's just a simple case of thanks very much for your time, and then click on the Go Backstage button, and that will automatically transfer you backstage away from the live audience. And at that point, you can breathe a sigh of relief and start worrying about the fact, or stop worrying about the fact that you're being watched on stage. So that's it, folks. Any questions, of course, do let me know. If you want to arrange a quick meetup on the platform, happy to do so. But hopefully I'll see you live on event day. Thanks for your time.